Hey guys, what's going on? It's Spherical here. Now, I'm sure you guys probably noticed, but I moved the webcam a little bit. Before, it used to be over that, in that direction a bit more, so it was like right over there. I moved it because I'd like to look kind of towards the camera a bit more, instead of me like looking off in that direction while watching the show. It's just something I noticed after like having this set up for a couple of months, actually. So yeah, hopefully this looks a little bit better. And it's also a bit better when I'm talking to you guys, because I don't have to like turn all the way to the side if I want to look at the webcam, which is a bit better. So last episode, like I said, was kind of a lull in the action. It just kind of ended off the episode. I mean, at the start we did have the whole thing with why do I always Ponzu? That's her name. We had a little thing with Ponzu, but I'm hoping this episode we learn what the final exam is. I really hope. Again, he brought up brackets, so I mean, there's pairing somehow. I'm not sure if it's a tournament bracket, like straight up one-on-one fights. He said they would be paired up in some peculiar matches. I'm not sure what that means. Again, I'm really holding out hope that we get some like one-on-one tournament arc style fights going on, because I would seriously. Oof. Okay. Anyways, that's pretty much all I wanted to say going into it. So without any further ado, if you guys want to watch the reaction, click that link at the top of the description, head to Vimeo. You can watch the reaction there, and then head back here afterwards for the post-episode discussion. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright guys, so that brings us to the conclusion of episode number 19. I love this episode. See, barely anything happened. We only got one matchup, but it was awesome. So, basically, Netero brings up this this bracket. I didn't write any of it down, but basically, the loser, the one loser at the very end of the tournament is the only person who will fail this. Basically, again, in these matchups, if you win, you're done. You pass. If you lose, then you move on, and you move on, and you move on, and you move down to the last matchup, and whoever loses that one is gonna have to retake the exam next year. Now, Netero, he said he organized the brackets in a way that whoever they deemed did the best thus far had more chances. So the four people who had the most chances were Gon, Hanzo, Kurapika, and Hisoka. Those were the four people with the most. Everyone else was kind of in the middle, I think one or two fights less. And then at the very bottom was Leorio. I'm not sure if anybody was on the same level as he was. I think he only gets like 2 matchups or something, or 2 chances. I don't think it's only 1. I think it's 2. So that's definitely interesting. And again, the next matchup we're going to see is Kurapika versus Hisoka, which is going to be definitely interesting. How about Leorio getting mad about Gon's fight? I expected. I mean, he's just that type of guy. Kurapika was about to lose his shit. He had the red eyes and everything. Oh, that was awesome. I didn't expect that at all. Because I mean, again, Kurapika is for the most part the most level-headed one until again you bring up his clan. That's the only time we've ever seen him get seriously pissed. But here again, I loved seeing that. We got Hanzo's age. He's only 18 years old. I wouldn't have guessed he was still a teenager, so that's definitely interesting. But yeah, Gon and Hanzo fought. Hanzo, I mean, easily beat Gon in terms of the actual fight. But again, as I said, I literally mentioned it. What happens if you come across a person who just literally will not surrender? And then it becomes a game of, you know, neither person wants to surrender. So what's going to happen? And we saw here, even though Hanzo beat Gon, Hanzo ended up forfeiting the match just because he could not find a way to make Gon surrender. Now, I'm sure there's probably other ways. I'm not sure, like, say Hisoka beats Kurapika and couldn't find a way to make Kurapika concede. Now, the thing is with Kurapika, I know he's a smart dude, and as he said, you know, if it came to down to that position, I'm sure he would probably give up and just go on to the next round, because you know he doesn't have the exact same kind of drive that Gon has. Gon's a special kid, right? So, but say Kurapika for some reason didn't want to give up. What if Hisoka, say, I don't know, what if he threatened? I guess this wouldn't really work now that I think of it. I was gonna say, what if he threatened Kurapika's family? But now that I think of it, that wouldn't work. But I mean, you know what? Something like that. Like, you gotta really dig deep and find ways to make your opponent surrender if they don't after they're defeated. Which I love that idea. Again, I could see it in Hanzo's eyes. Like, the second he lost that fight was when he lost the bluff when he said he was gonna cut off Gon's leg. The instant he said that and then Gon said, "I still won't give up," that's when Hanzo lost. There was nothing else he could do. And you could see it in his face. Like, he knew he was beaten. Which I thought, again, this show is just so good. And then one of my favorite things was Killua, like, not understanding at all what the hell was going on. Like, it's little things like that this show throws in that I think are just perfect. And it all just adds up into perfection. Like, that's what it is. Like, right now, I'm gonna be blunt. We're only 20 or 19 episodes in, and this is a 10 out of 10 for me. And again, I've said this before, but people have said that this is probably one of the worst arcs. Not that it was bad, but just that, the show gets better with each arc. Each arc's better than the last, whatever. And this is the very start of the show. So of course it's not going to be as intense or as crazy or as, deep plot-wise as the later arcs. That's just how shows work. But even then, this arc so far is a 10 out of 10. Like, they just do everything so well. Yeah, I cannot state that enough. Like, it's just, they do everything perfect in this show, and I really, 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 really do enjoy it. So again, next episode, what's the title of next episode? Because I'm assuming, like, we're just going straight into the matches now, like, one after another after another. Baffling turn of events. All right. What's that gonna mean? I'm not... Okay, that's interesting. But again, I'm assuming starting off next episode, we're gonna see Kurapika versus Hisoka. Again, if that was the matchup, if I saw the matchup correctly, I could be wrong. In fact, I'm gonna go look back at the brackets and write them all down just so I can be ready to discuss what might happen, starting next episode. But oh, excuse me. With all of that out of the way, quick shout out to all my Patreon supporters. You guys are absolutely amazing. Again, if you want early access to these reactions or the full-length versions of these reactions, just click that link in the description into patreon.com. You can check out the benefits there. And again, quick thanks to all you guys. You guys are amazing. So with all of that out of the way, I thank you guys all for watching. I mean, we're on episode 20 starting tomorrow, so that's exciting. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys all next time. Till then, peace out.